Can I ask you a gaming community question? I have no idea what that's going to be, so sure. Vibe friendliness of fighting game and fighting game communities versus other gaming communities. Ooh, super broadly, I mean, my experience has definitely been positive, but also I think like the communities I interact with within the FGC are very much like pretty welcoming and nice places to begin with, regardless. Like my exposure's mainly been through like streamer communities. So I can't say like, oh, Utashi or Romola's community is going to be the same as fucking low tier God. Obviously. I'm very happy with the people I've met through fighting games. They're all really cool. I can't also really say I've interacted. Like, I don't play League of Legends, barely play Overwatch. I've played like 2 days worth of Overwatch. Play Apex mainly with friends. I think it all varies based on what subset of a community you're in. Like, I don't think you could broadly say every League of Legends player or every Guilty Gear player. That is a good point. Certain games have designs that lend themselves towards toxicity. Overwatch is one of the biggest that I've seen. League of Legends as well. It's games where the analogy I like to use is you're trapped in a room with your teammates, whether you like it or not, for half an hour, win or lose. Unless you get absolutely steamrolled, you're playing nearly a full-length 2-time game. In Apex, your teammates are shitty, you just die. Or if you're in casuals, you could just leave. There's no penalty. And in fighting games, it's one-on-one. You just find somebody else to play. And games last like a minute. So it's very easy in games like those to rush past people you don't vibe with and just keep going. Or if somebody's being toxic, you could just move on super easily. In Apex, if your teammates are shitty, you can still do really well in a game. You can't do that in Overwatch. You can't do that in League. You can't solo carry or make up. You can't even really make up for somebody who's either throwing or just being bad, which can be frustrating, which leads to toxicity and like the whole cycle. I think we've gone way past the scope of the original question, which is kind of just like, hey, are fighting games more or less toxic than like FPS games? And the answer is your mileage may vary. Sometimes they're better, sometimes they're worse. And the degree to which they go either direction can be super wild.